This is the Rakdos video. Cut to ribbons. Cut deals 4 damage to target creature. And to ribbons, each opponent loses X life. This is the X spell. And in the graveyard aftermath. 4 damage to target creature is pretty cool for 2 mana. But yeah, and then each opponent loses X life. If that's just even in the graveyard, boom, there you go. you got it. You could potentially get the win. And you're hopefully gonna win. Oh, that's cool. Oh, interesting. Anyway, yeah, you're just gonna slice and dice. Not the card. That's confusing. Moving on. Deathbringer Thoctar, which is my favorite creature looking thing. Zombie beast. Whenever another creature dies, you may put a +1/+1 counter on Deathbringer Thoctar. I just like saying it. And you can remove a +1/+1 counter from Deathbringer Thoctar, and it deals 1 damage to any target. That's awesome. Just swoopity swoop, swingity swing, slamity slam. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger when creatures die. And it's a zombie, so you got zombie synergy. Somehow in red, I don't know if you're going to be able to use that. And then you can remove counters just for free and just deal damage. Just shoot people down and ping, ping, ping. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Demon Spine Whip makes me a little bit uncomfortable because it's a spine and it's yucky. You pay X, equipped creature gets +X+O until end of turn, and it's got an equipped cost of 1, which is great. So it's X dragon breathing essentially for any color of mana. I think that's awesome. Pump this thing to all get out and just slam. Just slam, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Lightning Reaver. It's another zombie. It's got haste and fear, so it can't be blocked except by artifact and or black creatures. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you put a charge counter on it. And at the beginning of your end step, it deals damage equal to the number of charge counters on it to each opponent. That's just awesome. Yeah, that's just a fun card, and it's really cool art. Only been printed once. It's less than $1. What's not to like? You're pinging things, and not peeing on things, but pinging things. You put charge counters on it, possibly proliferate it. Beginning of your end step deals damage equal to the number of charge counters on it to each opponent. Dealing damage, you're making things happen, making the game go faster, making your dreams come true. Azra, Odds Maker. They need to make more Azra creatures, I think. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may discard a card. If you do, choose a creature. When that creature deals combat damage this turn, you draw 2 cards. So you're discarding, which is great for red and black. If you do, you choose a creature. And when it deals combat damage this turn, you may draw 2 cards. And you have to discard either, which is usually what happens in red and black. Or some sort of impulse draw or losing life or whatever. But you don't lose life in this one. I guess you do discard a card initially. I'm not explaining this very well. Hopefully get something through and you'll draw 2 cards. That's all I'm saying. Backlash, this is what I'm gonna get after this video comes out. Tap target untapped creature. That creature deals damage equal to its power to its controller. I mean, this has to target something, so it's less effective sometimes. But you're tapping down a big creature that's untapped. Maybe it just came out. And that creature deals damage equal to its power to the controller. So you're able to just, for 3 mana at instant speed, tap it down, maybe before combat, and then the opponent just takes the damage. So what's not to like? That's cool. I think that's really cool. That could be an obscene amount of damage to an opponent and just win you the game, or just take them out of the game, whatever it is. Keldon Twilight. At the beginning of each player's end step, if no creatures attacked this turn, that player sacrifices a creature of their choice that they controlled since the beginning of the turn. This incentivizes attacking, which I like. I like moving the game along. So you have to sacrifice a creature basically if you don't attack. So if you just attack it with something small, you're fine. But if you don't, then you have to sacrifice a creature, and you probably don't want to do that. So just attack. Just attack. We got Body Dropper, everybody. If you play Pauper, you probably already know about this card. Whenever you sacrifice another creature, you put a +1/+1 counter on Body Dropper, which is awesome. And you can pay black-red to sacrifice another creature, so it already fuels itself. And then it gains Menace until end of turn for doing that. Sure, you have to pay for the sacrifice cost, but I mean, especially for Pauper, I mean, this thing's great. You can sacrifice another creature, put a counter on it, +1/+1 counter on it. Oh, it's so good. It's so fun. I like this kind of tech, and being able to put something that's cool like this into the Pauper Commander deck, or just a regular deck. I don't know, what's a regular deck anymore? I don't know. I like it is all I'm saying. Allure of the Unknown. Sorcery, reveal the top 6 cards of your library. An opponent exiles a non-land card from among them. Then you put the rest into your hand. Then that opponent may cast the exiled card without paying his mana cost. It's the unknown. We don't know what they're gonna do. We have to reveal it, and we don't know what they're gonna choose. I mean, maybe there's an obvious choice, but they're gonna choose it, and it just creates chaos, and it's kind of fun. I think it should be played more in some sort of deck. It's just kind of funny. It's fun. There's got to be a way to break this, is all I'm saying. Okay, lastly is Corrosion. I picked up this card because I think it's gonna start spiking. I think people are gonna talk about it more. But cumulative upkeep 1, which isn't everybody's favorite. But at the beginning of your upkeep, you put a rust counter on each artifact target opponent controls, and then destroy each artifact with mana value less than or equal to the number of rust counters on it. Artifacts destroyed this way can't be regenerated. So this takes care of all your treasures on your upkeep, just in case somebody's trying to run away with the game with that one card, you know, the Revel in Riches. So this could keep that in check. So treasures have gotten very rampant. But when this leaves, you remove all rust counters from all permanents. I mean, which is fine, but this will slowly kill off all the artifact creatures and just artifacts in general. I mean, as long as you pay the cumulative upkeep, but being able to just get rid of a bunch of treasures, just that is pretty fun. So anyway, I'm tired, but thank you so much for watching, and check out the TCGplayer affiliate link down below, as well as the Milkman Proxies and Arcane Fortress right there. Arcane Fortress, deck boxes, playmats, cards, everything you need for a healthy, growing Magic player. Helps out the channel. So anyway, I'll see you guys next week for your weekly dose of Magic.